Hey guys, Kuzu here, back with a stream. I'm gonna let things start rolling in here while I get some things set up. Just making sure things are going smoothly. Just for a forewarning, this stream is gonna be done with my phone, so we'll see what the quality is like. Hey! Yeah, it's been like a hot second. All right. Let's get this going here. My pencil. Oh, actually, I'm going to do it with a, like I said, ballpoint pen. I'll be playing around with that today. I've been a fan since 2018. Hey, long time. What's up, Time Fragment? What is up, everyone? Hallelujah. I've been waiting for you to go live. Yo, hello. It's been a while. Yeah. Can you draw a realistic eye? Kinda. By the way, I to look at the comments, I actually have to. Hey, what's up, Harukami? See you back at your work. Yeah, it's good to be back doing some stuff. It's good. It's good. Hey, we got 34 people here. My sound is off, but I'm here. Okay. Hey, what's up? What's up, Oz? Let me see if I can get. I'm just trying this in a whole different setup than I normally am. I'm doing it with my phone, so I don't know how well the quality is gonna do. My computer's been like really bad. So that's why I haven't been streaming. It doesn't work with OBS, and there's some stuff that I'm trying to work out with it. But I might try to do something, do it another way. There we go. I'm trying to get some, okay, that's already in there. I'm trying to make sure that everything is set here, and then we're going to draw in about 1 minute. Oh, what the heck? There's no tags on that one either. What the heck? Let's go to this one. I'm trying to get tags in the... Ah, there we go. Copied all. Boom, let's go down. Go into live stream tags. Boom, put all my tags in. And now save. All right, there we go. Got everything fixed up. All right. Well, I guess I can use the paper portion off to the side here. I'm trying to look off to the side here to make sure everything's going well. Top chat, live chat, super chat, cancel. How's the quality on this? I don't know. I don't know how the quality is. We'll see. I'm just going to start warming up here. This is in a really weird angle. Oh, that's a... Let me see what the... There we go. Oh, this is really blurry for you guys. So it's only doing, it's doing 144p. What the heck? I don't know why it's doing that. See, this is why I haven't been going live on my phone. Oh, okay, there we go. I had to change it on my phone. My bad, guys. My bad. All right. I'm also gonna try to keep track. My sound is off. I'm gonna try to keep track of the comments over here too. I haven't been drawing recently because ever since I got into advanced art class, it's kind of been sucking the fun out of it. Yeah, that can happen. Getting into like the nitty gritty of art can really kill some inspiration. I can definitely see that. Sitting there learning perspective isn't always the funnest. It's 43 people in here. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Just kind of. I don't know why I can't see. Oh, I like perspective, but we have to write essays and stuff. Oh gosh, learning the fundamentals can be tedious indeed. Yeah, it's true. They can be quite tedious with the fundamental. Yeah, the essay stuff. I don't know about that. That would suck. I don't like that idea. It's like I understand why they do it, or they have people do that stuff, but I'm like, bro, I'm not good at that stuff. Hey man, did you see my comment? Should I win my war game for my team or should I draw? I don't know. That's up to you, man. I mean, could always draw. Man, I'm being too nervous. Trying to focus on a billion things at once. Okay, I need to get warmed up here. I really need to get warmed up. Keep on going into. Let me just go on to a whole new page because I can't move off to the side like I normally would because of the way my lamps are set up. How's the pen so far? It's a ballpoint pen, so it's pretty fun. I mean, let's try to get this center. There we go. I would win the game for the boys, and then I'll flow into drawing. Yeah. I mean, you could always do that. I mean, I'm sure the game's not that long. I think some of those games can be like, if you're talking about like Call of Duty or something, it's like what, 10, 15 minutes per match or something. I've been getting back into practicing realism again, or slightly more realistic stuff. Trying to get back into like portraits and doing studies. Because I definitely haven't been practicing as much as I would have liked to. So I didn't come here for this. I came here for anime. What the? Do you watch One Piece, the anime? I haven't watched it in a while. I last time I was watching or reading One Piece, It was here. Let me try to calm down this camera shake. I got up to chapter 600 in the manga. I haven't really gone past that. Although watching the anime could be fun. I'm not actually looking at anything right now for this. I'm just kind of like going with the flow. It's good to see you peeps chilling in here. 64 people. Oh man, it's kind of far away. Like I wish there was a... If I get too close, I won't be able to see what I'm doing because of the way the camera's set up. Oh boy. Oh, buddy. Don't worry, we'll do some more cool stuff. I could always move off to pencil, but I don't know. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing down there. Definitely move on to some anime stuff here in a second. I don't know if I want to do the same. I guess I'll do like some dread looking stuff. That's what I've been doing on some of my characters. I really got into it because of the hatching. I haven't seen Kuz's stream in a hot minute. I don't know if I've been missing him. No, you haven't been missing him. I probably would have been streaming more if my computer wasn't being stupid with OBS. I mean, I'm glad the stream looks pretty decent right now. It looks decent on my phone from what it looks like. Hey, thank you very much, Judoni. It's good to see everyone who's chilling here. Yeah, I miss streaming and stuff. I actually got here. I could probably show it to you real quick. I don't know how well it's gonna look on the screen, but show you a part of it. The new YouTube video I'm working on, actually. I'm working on getting I'm basically working on getting the footage in the background. I already have the audio recorded and everything. Oh shoot, sorry. Here, let me disconnect my headset here. Yeah. One day, just to let you know, there's suffering and oh, jeez, that got really loud. It's not that bad. But jumping directly into the first. But yeah, it's kind of a sneak peek on on some of the stuff I'm drawing here. Just pen. But yeah, I do have a video coming for the main channel. Let's make sure let me turn this down now so I can keep an eye on the stream and everything. There we go. Give this guy some support. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Like always, I always appreciate any support you guys give me. I want to draw some creepier stuff. I've been like into wanting to draw just some darker, more current shonen darker stuff, or slightly seinen stuff, you know? We're just like... Okay, maybe this is a bit too much. Oh, shoot, you guys can't even see what I'm drawing. But I wouldn't say seinen style, more so. Just slightly more dark stuff. Kind of like Chainsaw Man. Like Chainsaw Man, that's why I said even like modern shonen, because modern shonen stuff is pretty brutal. Kuzu, do you have to learn realism before you can draw stylized faces? Oh, definitely not. You don't need to learn realism. I do gotta say, the thing you're gonna want to learn the most is perspective and form. Those are the things that are gonna allow you to basically draw anything you want. And also, if you learn those, you don't have to master them, but if you learn those fundamentals really well, it's going to eliminate a lot of stress while drawing, because you're basically giving yourself a perfect foundation to build everything else off of. It's kind of like some of those videos that I've shown of like the box method. That's also, it's a method that I came up with on my own that I'm sure other people have done as well. So it's hard for me to say that I made it. It's just something I did on my own, and I'm sure people came up with it before me. I know I have found out later on that part of what I do is a portion of the Loomis method, which I never knew about. I just kind of broke down like things that I saw and like little pieces of information that I saw from like Pinterest and I don't know, stuff like that. But this is the box method that I would use, and I based it off of a skull, because you could put that box in any position, and then you can, hey, what's up, Hyperink? How can I study perspective and other basic fundamentals without getting bored? So what I always recommend is if you practice at least 20 to 30 minutes a day, the fundamentals, even though it's boring, that's going to be 20 to 30 minutes you're practicing that stuff over the course of a month that you wouldn't have done otherwise, and you're going to eventually learn something from it. Everything else you can do just to have fun. Or you can go ahead and practice fundamentals a lot. I don't know. But slow and steady can win the race, because sometimes you can burn yourself out by practicing boring fundamentals. I'm not even showing you guys the box method I normally do now. Here, let me show that. I put the skull in. This is the nose. This is the other eye socket. Pulls up over here. Boom. Now we are taking the jaw piece and basically making it into this shape right now, because this is actually kind of how your jaw is essentially shaped. This is like the simplified form of it. And we kind of just take this part of it and we hook it down right here. We can imagine this part actually wrapping over here and hooking over where the ear is. Then we use the perspective. We can go over here. It also hooks up here, goes down. This is where your ear would be. It's kind of right where your jawbone is. You can go and feel it on your face even. And then we go down, forward, connect to the chin. And this is what I mean by, like, this is me laying this over a square, or a rectangle. Now, if I took it and decided to move it, of course, it's not as simple as I'm making it seem right now, because I've done this so many times, but this is the beginning of being able to be like, okay, I'm going to put this in perspective, and then I can even like use the simplified shapes to come in and decide to make my mannequin here. And then from here, this is why I always recommend the fundamentals, because you could learn these basic shapes and never even know what goes behind them, like the skull, all the muscles and stuff. And you could actually just learn how to move these basic shapes really well, and then being able to overlay muscles and stuff, learning the muscle structures, becomes a little bit easier because you understand form. You understand how to move things within the illusion of 3D space on a 2D canvas. As now from here, even though these are basic shapes, you can go in, boom, create the chest muscles, these are your collarbones, connect this up here, you can get your muscles, put that over here. This is gonna actually connect into here. I'm actually planning on learning the muscles a little bit more tightly. I know more than I used to, that's for sure, but I want to get them a little bit tighter than I have them right now. For both male and female when it comes to the shapes. And then, let's see. Ear. Let's go up here, pull this around, boom, 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 shaboom. Pull this down. This is the jaw we're talking about right here. Pull that around, pull it back. This is that part we were talking about right there. This is the chin. It's connecting here. Here's the muzzle part on us. Here's our cheeks. Go up, create the nose. We actually have a ridge. Here's the eye sockets. It's kind of weird to do with a pen. I haven't drawn like an actual skull in a while. Come back. And of course I can't erase any of this, so but that's why I was trying to go light with it. But that's basically it, yeah. Let me look at this. Try not to spam, please. How do you even study form? Form is basically the more... What technique is that? I'm not sure. But exactly what you're talking about. But the way you study form is essentially like, even if you just did a really simple 1-point perspective, then you went in and just did that, and you went and did one cube here, or rectangular prism. This is form, but it's the most rudimentary version of it. It's just a rectangular prism. It's a rectangle. So from there, the form of it is the planes that it has, essentially. Let me see. I actually have a video on this, but these are the planes. On it. This is a pretty thick marker, but it's just like let's do like a blob. Let me actually use a pen. I can use a pen. Let's use a pen. Form. Let's do. I want to do something with curves, but also. Okay, so I try to make that nice and light, and let's go like this. I want to make flat edges, but also let's think about that from the other side. Now let's go and make a cylinder here. So studying the form of this is I have an idea of what I wanted to do with the shape, so I already kind of went with it. But these are going to be the form lines. If I can find a skinny pen. We're following it because this is a more smooth surface. But yeah, I actually have a video. It's called Learn How to Draw Anything, I believe, part 2. And it kind of shows a more bigger breakdown on form than I could do here. It's a bit deeper. You could also look it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's a lot of other videos that are really informative on it, but I'm basically showing form lines right here. It's the planes. This is a plane, this is a flat plane, this is a flat plane. There's not as many planes on the cylinder-esque part, but this is a more complicated version of form than just a square or a rectangular prism. That's kind of how you go about it, but hopefully that answered a little bit. 92 people in here, 67 likes. Good to see everyone. Thank you guys for coming in and chilling. See, to get like a cool pose, I could always go super light and then like just go over it. So let's kind of finalize this a little bit more. So this is going to be the pinky. It's going to be the ring finger here. Hold on, I need to move my legs. Oh, they're getting numb. Oh. Well, one thing I was going to say is I started doing more realistic stuff much later on from learning perspective and form and stuff like that. And it was very hard. It kind of confused my brain because I was still trying to learn a lot about style, and I was still trying to build my style, and my dumb little brain didn't understand how to take some of the realistic stuff that I was learning and implement it into my anime style. So I was merging things together in a very unappealing way. And that's also kind of part of design a little bit, where there's cool ways to put things together, and then there's very ugly ways to put things together. It's kind of like if you ask someone to make a chainsaw shark, you could make it really stupid looking, or you could actually make it look really cool, kind of like a chainsaw man. I think he did good at where he put the chainsaws, and it didn't look too cheesy, because you could definitely make a cheesy version of that design. Let me see if I can get rid of this shadow of my hand. Maybe go from the top here and it goes down a little bit instead. Okay, well, hopefully that's not too bright. Let's make sure. All right, well, this is kind of hard for me to... Let's do that for you guys. See if the quality's all right. Yeah, it seems all right. Kuzo back. Hey, by the way, I'm just gonna shout out everyone here. Alpha Tech 4, Ken's Blue, Chriso, Chriso22, Marcio or Samuel. I'll just say Marco. I don't know how to pronounce names very well. Andre Troy, Hiking Biscuit. That's funny. Jaden. Well, what is up, everyone? What's up, Link? What's up, Mysterious T? How long does it take to learn perspective, and how do you make it more fun? I'm sure there are ways to make it fun. I mean, to be honest, I kind of just bit the bullet and just learned it. Yeah. It took a while. The thing is, I wouldn't say you're going to be learning perspective your whole life, but getting it to, like, and you're going to be, it's hard to master the fundamentals completely, like all of them, because I always say the fundamentals are perspective, form, value, color theory. Basically, if you learn how to do all of those, you're going to be able to draw really well. So, okay. Yeah, let's have the arm in a little bit. I was going to put it out. That would have looked a little strange. I kind of had it going down this way. I don't know. I probably should have actually had this going up for more dramatic effect. Oh, I guess I can... The pen's going to F it up, but I don't care. I'm going to go with it. What hairstyle should I put on this guy? I'm always conflicted on what I should do with, like, slightly more realistic people. Let me go slightly long. Oh, he's not realistic. What am I talking about? That guy's closer to realistic. By the way, just a little tip for those people who don't really, or who might be like, man, the ballpoint pen looks so cool on, like, certain, or on this paper, or on certain pieces of paper. I find that ballpoint pens feel cool and look really cool on very smooth paper. Because with smooth paper, with ballpoint pens, you can actually get some really light lines like this. And you could do, like, whole sketches. You could also sketch with the side of the pen like this, and the ballpoint pen, the ball doesn't get to, like, touch as fast. It kind of, like, skips. So you could actually do, like, full-on sketches, which I should, if I'm going to be doing ballpoint pen stuff, I should probably start sketching like that, so I can then go over it. Oh, I got a full-on line there. I was trying to outline something like this. Whew, the pen really glides on this paper. I'm trying to, like, get a handle on it. I basically did almost the same position as the one down there. All right, well, let's go back to this one. Let's go back to the fun one. Oh, I'm a little far away. Sorry, guys. Why is this music playing while I'm just have a guy's eye falling out of his head? Okay, yeah, sure. It's like, why not? Ugh. I don't know why I'm doing so bad today. I think it's because I'm kind of like just blindly just drawing this. I'm not even like trying to think too hard about it, which using a pen and then doing that is a bad combo. Like just not thinking and drawing with the pen if you want something to come out good. Not the best idea. Huh. What should I draw? Let's move this over this way. I saw something that I kind of wanted to try. Can I draw Owen from my manga? I mean, I could. This is roughly based on something that I saw. I was just trying to get like some fun perspective stuff. So this one, it's going to be a finger coming up right here, thumb, finger, bottom. This is palm. What should I do? I'll do something similar. I was gonna have show the back of the hand for this part more, but I was like, nah, let's just. Okay, I'm skipping the song. I'm trying to make sure. I'm getting you guys like good shots here. Oh, let me look at some of this here. Does Kuzo have abs? No, I do not have abs. Is printer paper good for ballpoint pens, specifically the one you're using? Oh, I'm just letting you know, this is just a Bic. This is just a Bic ballpoint pen. Like, it's super basic. As for the printer paper, just like to, I guess, draw. Oh, yeah. It works just fine. Actually, it's pretty nice. This is better than some of my sketchbooks. Because I'm not a big fan of like rough paper. Rough paper is good for certain things you want to get across. Like certain mediums that you would use. Like sometimes charcoal is good to use on rough paper or smooth paper, depending on the effects you're trying to get. Because I've seen people use like really smooth paper for some charcoal, and it has some like really nice soft smudges to it that just looks really good. I really like that type of look. I purposely did that with the eyes, by the way. I was gonna make a crazy face, then I didn't, and I was gonna. Oh boy. Boom, boom. Let's have him. What is he gonna be flying? Maybe he's flying. And then he has his hand right here, arm there. It's going up there. Woo! I'm flying. Booty cheeks. Get them booty cheeks. Actually, I have an idea. All right. Both of his feet are kind of like, he's like arching them out like that. Oh, that is horrible. I just did the wrong thing. And I can't fix it. No! Don't look at it. We win some, we lose some, you know. Oh. Oh, it had like a delay on my screen for a second. Huh. I gotta say, the quality of the stream on, at least on my phone, looks pretty decent. It looks all right. Me wishing this was my art teacher. Hey, what's up, Ash Ketchup? Do you still plan on doing events for your Discord? Gotta bring some more life to it. Yeah, I really do. Actually, I have so my YouTube video and my Patreon are kind of like the quality is good. That's good to hear. That cheesy burrito. That's funny. So when I post my YouTube video, I actually mentioned something about my Patreon in there. So I have 4 sheets that I'm ready to put up with sketch pages and stuff. And I didn't want to put up the YouTube video without having the stuff ready for the Patreon as well. So you don't want to like put up something and then direct them to something that you don't have up already. So there's going to be hand in hand. I'm going to be putting up some stuff there. I thought about doing warm-up videos over here. I definitely want to plan on doing like a real-time ballpoint pen sketch time on the main channel. Kind of like the practice sketch videos I used to do. Yeah, let's just... There's a couple things that I've been taking notes on that I know I need to practice. 1, clothes. 2, the extreme versions of the head, like the ones where it's almost all the way from the bottom, and then the ones from like almost all the way from the top. Like I know how to do them, but I don't know, I haven't been doing them very often, so I kind of started forgetting exactly what it looked like. Like I could work it out without having to do like look up reference or anything, but I think it would be better to look up some reference, kind of get the idea of it again, and then just repeatedly practice it so I memorize it again. Get those memorization skills going. Sorry, Kuzo, I have to go. I wish I could stay longer, but bye. Hey, thank you for staying around, though. Kumagawa. You have a good day or night wherever you live. See you later. Jack's Attack Gaming. What is up? Do you have any tips for composing comic pages? I mean, I do, but I don't like. I have like a whole sheet on how I create manga pages. Really, like when it comes to paneling, how many panels to put on a page, what position you put your character in certain panels that are smaller compared to bigger. There's one thing to note: most of the time, like 90 like 7% of the time, they're never looking directly at the camera. It's almost always slightly off. If they are looking directly into the camera, like at the reader, it's typically for a very specific reason for the scene. As for actually composing the pages themselves, you have to keep in mind when readers turn the page for if it's going to go into a book, so you have like it makes them want to turn the page type of thing, or if there's an impacting scene or a big impacting panel, you're not going to want it to be the last panel on the page. You're going to want it to be probably the first panel on the next page, that type of stuff, like the page that you would flip. Just little things like that. This looks stiff. It looks actually really bad. I don't like that. That looks very bad. Very bad. Kuzo, what are you doing? See, I need to go back to school. I need to go. No, I'm kidding. I never even went to school for like art stuff. I don't like this hand at all. It's pretty bad. Go back down to this one too. I'm imagining the light coming from the top on this. By the way, I feel like I've drawn this guy like 10 times. This specific style of guy in the past few days, past like 2 weeks. And then from there, we can just By the way, forewarning, my dog might bark soon. So, what time is it? 5:53? Salmon, Salmon Kutcher. What is up? Sup. He actually has a video about perspective. It's called How to Draw Anything, I think. Yeah, I do have one called How to Draw Anything Part 1, or maybe it's not even Part 1. I think it might just be called How to Draw Anything. I'm not sure if it's called Part 1 or not. But yeah, that's one of the ones where I started doing my 3 fundamentals of... I only did the first 2. I did perspective and then form. And I didn't go into value or color theory. Honestly, the color theory one, I would have to do a little bit more research because I wouldn't want to say anything that would mislead people or say any incorrect things. I would have to do my due diligence research. Because I know some stuff that, like, on my own, but I want to give more information than what I know now. You're one of the top very few artists I know use the most ghetto. Wait, I don't know where that was going. Are you trying to say I use, like, the ghetto materials? Those 2 vids specifically helped me improve my art. I'm glad to hear that, Ash Ketchup. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's one of the ones where, like, honestly, form and color theory, or not form, value and color theory, you could probably find better videos than what I would produce. I would try to make sure it's done really well, like, if I do it. But I learned from videos that were on YouTube as well. And the things that's going to help you, I don't know, like perspective and form, they're going to help you a lot more than value and color theory right away. You'll see the biggest improvements from perspective and form because you're going to be able to actually draw the things, like literally everything I'm doing right here. Value and color, well, I guess value because of the shading here, sure. But like, I wouldn't be able to draw this thing here, this person, these people, in perspective if I didn't understand the form or perspective of this. So I wouldn't even have the cool shapes and characters to put my value and color theory on. So it's definitely one of the better ones to start off with. But you can learn little bits and pieces of stuff, like, as you go along, about all of it. Like, you can learn little bits and pieces about color theory as you move along, about value as you move along. Value was one of the very last things I actually learned, which when I did learn it, well, I don't even know it that well, but I mean, okay, I know it well enough. But when I actually did start studying value, my coloring became so much better because I understood what I was actually doing. Before, I was basically playing the guess game. If you guys have ever done that, like, you basically try to use, like, other colors and shades of colors until it eventually looks right. And then you forget how you even got to that point where you're like, okay, it looks decent now. I can deal with this. And you're like, so how did I get to this point? It's like, show your work. I don't remember. Because you were working on it for so many hours. That's happened to me a lot in the past. But now I actually have, like, a full process, and there's definitely much more I can learn, but I have a good fundamentals when it comes to my coloring compared to back in the day. I also do think I think I need a little bit more practice on color theory. And there's a reason why it's called theory, because there's some things that you could consider almost a rule, but they're not rules. Color is almost, it's it's not solid. It's almost like an opinion. Like people can like different colors, so they could think different colors look good together. Some people might like brown and green together. I don't think brown and green look all that. It depends on what kind of green. I want to specify that, because brown and green do go together like trees. But I mean, I was thinking more like something that would almost look kind of pukish. Not naturey. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna close my door real quick. Give me a second. All right. Sorry about that. My doggo goes crazy about sounds. Dogo dogo. You have a dog? Yeah, yeah. It's basically a Jack Russell lab. She's kind of small. I showed her a few times on my other streams. Um, I I miss having like a camera. Camera. Said that weird. I miss having a camera like on my face. I feel like it's more personal for the audience. I do gotta say, I am happy with the quality of the camera right now. It has looked worse in the past. So YouTube definitely fixed some optimization. I do like using the ghetto materials though, because it's like I want to make like a video that's like the markers that that make you better. You can't be a good artist without these markers or something like that. And just use Crayola markers and try to do like a fisheye lens view, like that. I want to do a video like that, and then basically, it's almost like I just spend the whole video saying like it's the markers that make the artist, just to make a point. Hey, what's up, young wavy? Yo, I hope all is well, Kuzo. Glad to see you going back to some realism studies. Yeah, yeah. Although this isn't a study, but yeah, I wanna do some studies so I can actually get this back up. Oh, okay. This is one of the things that I was saying, but I think I got distracted earlier. Was when I did start doing realism, and I had the fundamentals down enough to, and also kind of like a, I learned some good sense of design and like shapes and stuff, and like big, medium, small, and I kind of learned a lot more about style and stuff like that. When I went into doing realism, I noticed that when I went back to doing like anime drawings with anime characters, I brought over certain unique aspects of the things that I learned about the realism that actually enhanced some of my anime drawings, and I was able to do like I pulled some things that weren't from anybody that made my style more unique in those moments. And it was actually kind of cool. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And it's something that I want to bring back again into my arsenal. So there are benefits to doing realism, but I would say it actually can be a detriment. It actually can be bad for you if you're focusing on too many things at once. So you don't want to be sitting there like trying to learn the basics of perspective while you're trying to learn form, while you're trying to learn value, and then you're trying to learn how to create good anime style while then you go and do realism. Like, it's too much for your brain at the moment. Like, you have to give yourself some time to process some of that stuff. And that's why I'm trying to stress a little bit that you don't have to do realism in the beginning. I would actually suggest to just get good at the fundamentals, kind of like settle into somewhat of, not look for your style. Your style will come on its own the better you get. So the way you find a style is by not looking for it. You just basically try to do like copy stuff that you really like, copy those styles, and then you eventually branch off to become your own. Kind of like I bet a lot of people who started writing their first stories or creating their first characters probably looked very carbon copied like some other series that they loved. And then the more mature you get in that specific medium, such as writing or even just drawing and stuff, everything starts becoming more unique over time, because you could it's just you learn the fundamentals of it, and you can kind of stray away from the stuff that you originated from. Like, I copied Kishimoto from Naruto, his style to almost a T, but there's still some, hey, what's up? XD? But yeah, I copied his style almost to a T, but when you look at my stuff now, there's still some fundamental aspects to my art that look like that, but generally speaking, you wouldn't directly, like, when you see my style, you wouldn't be like Naruto. It was the thing that I started with, basically. So you just got to start somewhere and you build on top of it. And that's why I always recommend the fundamentals, because having a strong base makes it so that way you make less mistakes as you move forward. Because basically, you can learn how to draw things incorrectly. I'm taking forever on this guy. I should probably move on. But yeah, you can actually learn how to draw things incorrectly, and that's what I did, and I had to go back and relearn. I basically had to tell myself, no, this is all wrong. You have to basically start over on what you thought was right. And that's when I started preaching perspective and form on my YouTube channel. And it turns out it helped a lot of other people too. So, and then Kim Jong-gi, that was right around the time when he started popping off, and I started like noticing my fundamentals were bad. And then he popped off, and I started like listening to some of the stuff he was saying. Obviously, it was translated. I had to read the subtitles, but yeah. He basically reinforced what I thought was true, and that's when I was like, man, okay, this master's even saying it. I am on the right track now. And I was like, finally. I felt lost for a long time as an artist without the fundamentals. I was also too lazy to do them. Where have you been? Hey, what's up, motion? When you're in class and you forget your pencil to draw. Oh, gosh. That's when you cut your finger and you just paint with your own blood. No, I'm kidding. Yep, deconstruct, reconstructing, realism. Those old streams back on your first channel. Yeah. Deconstructing it, reconstructing it, breaking down. Like, if you have a hard time with the head, like, I always recommended, like, yeah, R.I.P. Kim Jong. I almost said Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-gi. Yeah, he was a master, man. One of my top favorite animes. I'm just gonna be a basic boy, and I gotta say, I love Naruto because it has a special place for me because that's what made me start really getting serious about drawing. I don't know, man. From there, it's hard. I really like My Hero. I mean, I like Death Note. I like some of the older stuff. Anime specifically, I don't know. I like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I like a lot of the new stuff too. It looks really sick. But what I was gonna get at here was for like the more intermediate artists that kind of like if you're like me, I didn't really want to learn how to draw skulls, and I didn't really think it was necessary. But I found that even learning a very basic shape of a skull like this helps a lot. This is the side. This is essentially the Loomis method part. Oh. Then we're going to go down. This is the jaw. I don't want it to be so round. I could leave it round, but that would have made him feel like Poogie cheeked. No, go forward. Hand. Okay, one of my eyes is like behind the camera, and I'm basically drawing with only my right eye because like the way my phone is set up, it's ridiculous. Goodness. But yeah, so there's the nose thing. Here's your little muzzle part. These are your cheekbones. And the reason why I stress the jaw thing, or not the jaw thing, the skull thing, is because this actually can answer some of the questions about head shapes, or like shapes of like the characters, like this part of the face. When you're a more intermediate artist, you're like, oh man, I really like that shape that an artist uses when they do like this stuff. And you like the cheek and all that stuff, and yeah. This kind of explains it. Why it's there. And it's literally because of your skull, cheekbone. Go down the jaw. And then when you learn some stuff about the skull, you start understanding why there's like eyebrow ridges. Also, the very, very below angle where you see stuff from below like this. See, I actually need to do this stuff again. Your cheeks actually cover up a lot of the eyes. You're not really going to see the eyes very much. In fact, your eyebrow ridges are going to come out more than your actual eyeballs themselves. You'd be surprised. Yeah, I really need I need to find a better stylized version of doing this. I don't like the way this looks right now. This is why I'm saying this is one of the things I need to go and study and then memorize again. Oh, sorry. I don't do this position very often. I need to do this. Bad. Bad. But yeah, nose. Mouth. Ridge. I don't like how rigid this looks. I could come in and make it more stylized. And you can make your skull shape slightly stylized to fit your anime style too. It doesn't have to be perfect skull. But it does explain a lot of the cheekbone and stuff instead of just thinking of it as a shape. Because only thinking of it as a shape, I don't know, for me specifically, when I know the why it's like that, it gives my brain something to latch onto, where I remember, oh, it's right there because of the cheekbone and then the eyebrow ridge, or not ridge, but the protrusion of the eyebrow, part of the skull. Well, let's just do something weird with his lips. I do miss drawing on this paper with a pencil. I need to go back. I need to do that. But I feel I don't know. I've been feeling like a loser if I can't get this pen stuff down. Because I was doing it really well before. This is my own personal problem. I'm like, how dare you not be able to do this again? This cool stuff. You insignificant fool. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. That's kind of how that goes. Any manga you've been reading? I love the style of Don. Huh. I don't know if I've heard of that. I've probably seen it around. There's a lot of like manga and anime that like I know the name of and I've seen characters, but I haven't really like watched it or anything. Oh, I didn't move this up. My bad. Sorry. I kind of came in here without a plan. I should really come in here next time with like a plan and try to do some like maybe some studies. We can kind of learn together. Alrighty. Oh shoot. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this guy in here. It's ridiculous. What am I doing? I should have been doing this with pencil so I could, I don't know, I could do it a little bit better. But that's why I'm trying to say I don't want to make any excuses. I want to become better with this. All right, so yeah, there we go. Well, I kind of got it. So there we go. Oh boy, that was weird. Maybe we could. Let's move the camera a little bit. There we go. Right here, and I don't know how. Can we like? Is that too bright? Let me check. No, I think that's all right. Kind of messed up on my eyes, but at least you guys can't see the shadow as much now. Oh, dang it. I didn't think about it. Yeah, it's going into his foot right there. Oh, well. Dang, my pen tip is thick. God, that actually sounds kind of sensual. My pen tip is thick. And then should have made this pig fatter. It was supposed to be kind of based on whatever it's called, Seven Deadly Sins, but I wasn't looking at anything. That was horrible pig. Horrible pig. Could have been better. Come on. What do you think about Undead Unluck? I've heard of it. I don't think I've really seen much of it, to be honest. Yeah, I've only kind of like heard of it. So good to see your artwork. Hey, thank you very much. Oliveira. I think it's Oliveira. But yeah, thank you very much. Blood Rapture. How do you push past this? Past this is ridiculous. Is ridiculous. What am I doing when you're when you're mid drawing? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. How do you push past this is, quote, this is ridiculous, what am I doing when you're mid drawing? I mean, unless something's like bad or something, I would have to have more context than that. Hope you start posting again. Yeah, I am. I do got a YouTube video set up. Let's see if there's anything productive I can do, or maybe. Okay, let's. Maybe I could do Busty Girl. I don't really have much room on this page. Guess I'm gonna switch pages. Oh, I shouldn't have used that marker. Look, it bled through. Dang. That's why I don't use those some of those markers on this paper specifically. They're Prismacolor. Goes directly through some of this paper. Does it mess up the shadow? Oh, no, it actually does better. Hey. Hey. I'm going to look up a little bit on some of these comments. I'm drawing too. Awesome, big man. How are you with animal drawing? I'm good. I can't really do it very well just based off memory. I have to have, like, I don't have to have direct reference of the animal in that position. I just need to have like a picture or two of the animal, so that way I have it from one position and then it from another position, and then I can basically create, I get an understanding of the basic shapes of the animal, and I can create a like very basic structure of the animal, put them in any position I want, and then basically, yeah, draw the animal. But yeah, it's kind of like, it's the same concept of having, the weird shape like this, right? And then let's just do this. Same concept as having a weird shape like this. Even though I've never drawn this before, just knowing how to do form and perspective and stuff, I mean, unless there's something weird on the other side, I'm assuming it looks the same way on the other side too. So I could take this, let's do this perspective. Same concept as this, where even though I've never done that before, I can take its basic shape and try to draw it in a different perspective. It goes up a little bit. It's like it's almost a little flat right there, but then it goes into like a cylinder, comes down around like that. But yeah, same idea. as you being able to get the basic idea of the shape, and if you know how to do simplified shapes and perspective, you can take that thing and then move it around. Of course, I wouldn't know specifically how to draw a wolf or something running, because I don't know where their legs are put, like when they're running and stuff. So I'd have to look that up to see where, if the like one of the legs is forward and the other one's back, and then like stuff like that, like mid run or whatever. Let's see. Let's go down here. You missed an opportunity with the pig. You said it should have been fatter. It should have been. When you could have said it should have been thicker. Yeah. Get that thick pig. Get some bacon. Here, maybe I could. Oh yeah, I was gonna draw this chick. All right. Should I do it as pencil? I don't know. Let's. Here, I'm just gonna do it as pencil. We're starting with the bust. Boom. From what it looks like, I think we're looking at a perspective like this. Pretty sure her body's doing this, but let's just say the chest lumps are covering up most of the body. In this particular reference. And let's just say, just like the pig you were talking about, this girl thick in this picture. It's an anime drawing I'm looking at. Oh wait, I mistook something else. Okay, her thigh wasn't as thick as I thought. I'm gonna have to pull this in a little bit. Hey. Okay, it was more like this. All right, there we go. All right, yeah. Yeah, that should be all right. Maybe I should zoom out just a little bit here with you guys. Dang, the light is like getting my like camera arm. That's why there's like a shadow over here. No, this is something I actually talked about on my Patreon a long time ago. Is how to take a neck and put a head on it accurately. Okay, I believe the arm is going that direction, so I'm going to do this. Oh, and let's go. All right. We're doing good. Let's go. See, now that I got some bust on here, now we got 91 people. You guys are perverts. I'm telling you. I'm just playing with you guys. But for real, I'm telling you. All right. Hey, I was here way before you mentioned busty ladies. Sure. No, just play it. All right. Okay, so the head's actually slightly turned. This is a little tip here. I got to have this bust in shot or else people are going to leave. But if you have the cylinder for the neck, we go down like that. Let's say this top part, this is your shoulders. This is your collarbone here, collarbone, boom. We got our shoulder and stuff. And we're going to put the head on. I like to make a line like center of, Oh man, I missed that. Mid center of the cylinder neck. And then I would go straight up if they're going to be looking forward. And essentially the ears are going to be on either side of this. We're lining it up so that way now we can go a little bit forward. The eyes are always like they're almost at the top of the ear, like they're at the top part of the ear most of the time. So we can go forward like this and then get a box shape, go back, box, box, box. And now we can essentially go Loomis a little bit of Loomis with here's our skull shape. That's the indent right there. We can do it right here too. I'm just kind of going along with it. Like this isn't exactly how I would do it, but now you're kind of getting the idea of what I'm talking about, where I can kind of line it up. In fact, I think the head should have been a little bit further forward. That's another thing I need to stop doing. I keep on going. I don't know if you guys noticed. I keep on going over the line multiple times. I need to start getting more confident with my lines. I hate it's called petting your lines. I don't like doing that. That nose looks weird. But that is a general way to get the head on the... that should have been also further down. So these are little things that you could take notes of and be like, okay, I should have put it further down and maybe a little bit further forward. So now just to fix it, for fixing's sake, I actually just brought up the shoulders for you guys. So you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So now it essentially worked. Hey, look at that. What do you know? The underwear man. Anyways. And if their head's turned, the same thing with the cylinder. Instead of I'm not going to draw the whole head, but instead of having the center line being like that, all I would do is let's turn it this way. Almost like that. And then your ear lines will just go up like that. Even if their body is still faced forward and they're looking that direction. Also here, let's make them looking up a little bit and make a bit more sense. I'm moving it like that because now I'm going to follow it like this. I made the box too high again. See, I made it too high. It's not going to work. The neck's just going to look too long. This should be probably down about this much more. But yeah, you kind of get the idea now. Because now we could go like this. Boom. Got the jaw. Goes forward. Just for a quick fix, I'm going to pull this up again. Because I messed up. Typically, you wouldn't want to move that up if you're like putting it on a page with a bunch of other people around a character, because then you're actually messing with the height of the character, essentially. It would mess it up. But yeah, that's... No one asked, but this is something that I had a hard time with, and this was my solution, essentially. My pen keeps on getting thick, 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 thick. Woohoo! Woohoo! There we go. Yeah. Going traditional tonight. I like it. Yeah. Let's see. Art Rich Studio. Thank you. Art Rich. The viewers dropped to under 90 just because there is no boba. Sad. Yeah. It's the bust. They want the bust. Hey, what's up, Discolor? I love your manga page. Works a lot. Hey, thank you very much. Are you going to make your Bounties Gate manga soon? Right now, I just feel like the story should be better. But I do have some one-shots that I want to do, or like short stories even, per se. There's just one called Sound of Hollow that I was going to do, and it's just really weird. There's no speaking in it. It was just... Oh. Hold on. Let me get my charger and put it onto my phone. There we go. Hey, what's up, Zero Anime? Hope you're feeling better. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, Zero. Yes, Kuzo did try a different art style too. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but yeah, I mean, I've tried other styles. My style's also changed over like the years, and I also this was a weird thing for me when I was trying to learn like my style, or trying to slowly get into a style. I was stuck in my head between wanting to draw super detailed, almost semi-realistic stuff like Takashi Obata, and then I was also stuck between wanting to do a more stylized style. And I found out, even though I wanted to be skilled enough to do the more realistic stuff, like I want that skill, I want to be able to do that. It's not the thing I want to do all the time. It's something that I would rather do as a passion portion of my art, and then have the more stylized stuff be my actual style. And that's something where my style was getting really weird because I didn't know what direction I really wanted to go in, so I was mixing stuff in a very bad way. And I finally decided, I was like, okay, fine. I want to make what you would consider a style if you were to call something simple but amazing. And that's kind of what I was trying to lean into, almost kind of like a Horikoshi or a Naruto, where it's simplified, but it has the potential, when you draw stuff, to look really amazing. It's simplified in all the right ways, essentially. And when I decided that, I stopped trying to draw weirdly realistic noses on over-exaggerated, stylized certain other proportions of the face, and then it started looking way better as I moved along. And I only did the more semi-realistic stuff when I was going into studies, or when the piece was actually meant to have that. So having a good idea on where you're going with certain things is always good. Sometimes it's good to be sporadic and not know, like when you're drawing something and just let the sketch take you somewhere. But other times it's good to have a plan. Like, okay, I want this to be dark. I want there to be some contrast here. I want there to be a bright light behind the character, so that way the character themselves is almost silhouetted. Like that type of stuff. You have a general vision of where you want to go. Kind of like with And that's also really important if you want to do like manga or comics and stuff like that, because when you're going to draw a specific scene, you're gonna want to think of the perspective, because the perspective can literally sell the scene in different ways. Where, you know, when you have an above view, a slightly above view of a character, it makes them seem a slightly more powerful, compared to a below view makes them, or an above view makes them seem, sorry, it's the other way around. Above makes them seem a little less, I don't know, it can actually go both ways depending on how you want to do it. I've seen some really intimidating below views and above views. But typically it's like, if it's above, you're looking down on them. If it's below, you're looking up at them, like you're the smaller person, kind of like that. But you can make either work. Anyways, long neck style. Darn it, what is up with my long necks? Ow. I just saw a cool little pose. Let's try to do that. I'm actually gonna... Just in case you're wondering, yes, I do have Pinterest up in the background. And I've been looking at it for like studies like this. Really not much else. Don't pet the lines. Think before you draw. Also, sometimes talking to yourself can help. If you're having a hard time, like, and you're doing things over and over again the same way, sometimes you need to talk to yourself and be like, okay, this is obviously wrong. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Is the leg going the proper direction? Like, especially if you're doing a study. I don't know, talking to myself has helped before. I don't like this at all. This is done horribly. Horrible. Ah, that was bad. I'm not even doing this correctly. The angle of this leg is off. Oh. At least from the study I'm going based off of. I am about to give up on this one. Yeah, I need to practice my dynamic poses again. Like, I can draw dynamic poses, but I mean like exaggerated dynamic poses. Like fisheye lens stuff. I need to practice that stuff again. Get that in. Get that stuff in there. I remember that was something I like almost exclusively did for a long time. And then I stopped doing it because when you do really exaggerated, almost fisheye lens views like all the time, you end up having a hard time drawing simple people just standing there sometimes. You're like, why is this hard now? But yeah. Dang. Because I love you, inspire me. Hey, thank you. I'm glad I help inspire. This is the biggest reason why I even stream or do videos. OMG, you're back. I mean, hey, I've been saying, I would have been streaming much sooner if my freaking computer and OBS weren't like crapping on me. I'm just glad that the quality of the stream isn't too bad. It looks a little rough right now. I wish it would focus. See, it looks like it's focusing on my hand a little bit too much. Like right now, see, when I take my hand away, it actually focuses on the drawing, and it looks pretty crisp. Ew, I'm not thinking about this enough. Oh man, the light is so bright on my side. The camera is like making up for it being so bright. The camera's like the exposure and stuff is, or whatever it's called, like it's actually adjusting to how bright the light is, but my eyes aren't a camera, so it's like blindingly bright. I mean, you could probably tell by how dark the shadow of my hand is. Oh shoot, I should be moving this forward, my bad. Let me move this up. What the heck? Let's do this. Dang it. Now it's starting to... There. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, there we go. Went from Bounty's Gate to Mad Gate. Yeah, I mean, that's just what Brandon decided to title it, but the webcomic we were working on. Are you still working on Mad Gate? Right now, season 2 is, I think, kind of like completed. I'm not exactly sure. It's up to them, really, if they wanted to keep on going. I don't really have much of a say in it. Because it's not like, I'm saying it like that because it's not, like, I don't really have any control over the funding of it, is what I'm saying. Like, I am not the boss. I am just the artist. Did you see that there's a Shonen Jump editor trying to look for talent in North America? Cool. That'd be cool. I did not know that. That sounds cool. Man, a bunch of people are going to jump on that. I gotta say, though, drawing in a serialization is not even close to the same as just drawing it on your own. Oh, I'm so bad right now. Also, here, let me show you guys a little. Here. So, currently, it's showing the stream right here, right? Now, I'm gonna unhook my actual camera. Now watch this. This is me right here. I'm sitting here. Let's switch these cameras. This is what's happening right now. This is sitting right here recording. This is how I'm drawing. There is a phone on my left eye. This is my direct view right now. Like, it's all in the way. The claw's right here and the camera sits right here. It's ridiculous. I need to figure out a better setup for this. But I think I can actually figure out a better setup now that I can just view the comments on my phone, my other phone. So that way I could just have this. I don't really have to pay too much attention to this as much as I'm doing right now. I can fix this next time I do it. Is there anything I wanted to do digitally? There's some stuff I have to do digitally soon, but I guess I'll wait on that. All right. Let's try to fix this camera here. Now I can't really. The problem with this lamp is I can't draw all the way off to this side of this paper because it runs into the lamp. So I can't go all the way over there. I'm just wasting the middle of my paper on all these. Okay, let's go to another one. I have to get this thing out. There we go. See, this is just working out the kinks again. But, okay, let's see if this gets any views. Let's just, so it's like this. Move this down here. Just like that. Almost straight down. Moves a little bit like that. It's essentially this. What's up with all these chicks with their arms up like this that I'm seeing? I don't know why I'm getting all of these. You know, Kusa, they curate your content based on what you look at. Excuse me? No, no, they're just anatomy things. Like, there's form lines all over this person. This is literally anatomy stuff. And then everyone's gonna be like, sure, buddy. Like from being connected to the side of the tablet. Oh yeah. Does the claw not go to the right and go above your desk? Well, I mean, if it went to the right of my desk, I mean, I can reposition it. I have to do it a bit differently next time. I just wasn't really, when I tested it the other day, I was using a claw, not a tripod. I'm using a tripod right now, and it has less flexibility than my claw did. Bootsari. Yeah, wherever this goes, because it doesn't go any further down the picture. But yeah, this is. Oh, I guess I should add in the cleavage jaw. Stop petting your lines, man. I should really do, this looks strange. I should really do, some back stuff. That's one thing I need to learn is the back muscles. Because I know, like, some of, like, the shape of some of it is, like, this for some of it. I'm not sure exactly where some of this goes. Like, I have a whole Pinterest on it, too. I just haven't gotten around to actually doing it because I've gotten by with what I have. I haven't really had to do anything. Do his drawing with my head just resting on my desk, and from the angle I was viewing at, the drawing looked fine, but when, oh yeah, and then it probably looked all crazy. Oh, she thick. Yeah, it is pretty thick. She is pretty thick. The triangle on the booty cheeks. Oh shoot, you guys couldn't even see what I was doing. Booty! Booty cheek! I start drawing a dude's butt, and then I lose like 10 people. Oh shoot. How long have I been going? 117 minutes. Yeah, I think next time I do this, I will be, one, a little bit less tired. Two, maybe I'll actually have a better plan on what I want to do next time. This is another study. Doesn't show anything else of this, but on the picture I'm looking at, so I'm just gonna. All right. Honestly, wish you answered my question on Patreon. Oh, on is it in a DM? Because I could go in there and look in the DM. But yeah, I got some stuff coming up on my Patreon. I was made by Rogue, who seemed to be close to Kuzo. You were made by Rogue. Yeah, I remember Rogue. It's awesome. It's awesome. This is awesome. My brain is half dying. Overstimulation. Oh shoot, why is it on that? I accidentally clicked an ad. Oh my gosh, there's a nipple. Can't show. See, this is one reason why I can't. Sometimes I just can't show you guys like it looks fine right now. My Pinterest. Well, I should just be looking at my Pinterest on my phone or something, so I could show you guys. But yeah, if I have anything that is anatomy wise too revealing on my Pinterest, because every once in a while there will be like a chest area that's more or less nudish, and it's, even though it's not like a real person, it's painted or very well drawn, and YouTube will flag that. And then the stream will just end. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'll do that arm. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, this is like directly in my way. It's okay. We can deal with this. So that goes that way. Well, it actually has two here, and then they went down like this. Then they do this. You know, maybe I should draw the directions of this real quick. It's an arm like this. Then we have an arm like this. It's all one arm, Kuzo. What are you saying? An arm like this and an arm like this. No, it's one arm, different parts to the arm. And just for accuracy's sake, that was too far down. Got to make them corrections. I don't want to learn anything incorrect. Still a little too far down. Yeah. Dang nabbit. Okay, I need to switch that. There we go. Oh, but they went square right here? I think I've seen this before. I think on David Finch? Shoot. My power is running low on my phone. My other phone. That I'm watching the stream on and paying attention to the comments on. If I was in front of my computer, I could actually view the stream, like manager in front of me. I found out they actually allow that now. They've changed a lot about the mobile streaming since I did it last. It's actually pretty cool. All right, well, yeah. Actually, it's trying to show that if I went down like this with this, this is actually another muscle that slightly shows up on the other side. See, stylistically, I don't like how that bulges out. I'm probably going to pull that in. And in my opinion, I would probably pull this out more. Just like the way it looks when I do that. And then pull this out even more. That's me kind of changing it to a little bit how I would like it more. But it's still the same principle. I'm just changing slight things. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Then you draw a hand like this. Looks like they're handing out something. Yay! Oh shoot, I was drawing like all the way up there. I was so focused on trying to be able to draw through. I'm looking underneath my camera now. This is very strange, but challenging. And what time is it actually? 7:09. Okay. Hey, we got 92 people in here. Let's see. Do you know Proco? Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people know Proco. Hey Kuzo, any tips on studying an art style or perspective? I actually do have a video already. It's called Learn How to Draw Anything. It's the part 1. I think it says part 1 on it. Anyways, it's one of the ones that's like Learn How to Draw Anything. And it's perspective. And that one breaks down 1, 2, and 3 point, the basics of 1, 2, and 3 point perspective. So that could help. Perspective, it's best when you kind of learn what all of them are, and you learn the basic definitions of each one, and then you practice 1 point perspective a lot, and then you can move on to 2. Because you can just 1 point, and this is like simple 1 point, so we could like go. Sorry. See, even though this is weird, this is still perspective. And it's still very simple shapes, but this is the more advanced version of 1 point perspective. To be able to, you can also go into more organic shapes as well. But like just being able to do this stuff accurately with 1 point perspective, it will help you like you'll just, yeah, it becomes easier and easier. And that's a little bit more advanced than just doing like rectangular prisms or whatever you want to call them. And you can even do stuff like, oh, well, this is directly on the frickin', that doesn't even look, I was going to have like protrusions that are also still somewhat like rectangles. Of course, I'm doing this very small. Like, this is my finger. Like, if it was bigger on the page, I could do better nuances. I mean, like, you could see better drastic versions when I'm going really big like this. And then I do this and then follow it that way, straight that way. Well, if I wanted to be lined up. Down, 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 down. No. Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah. But yeah, that's just basic perspective stuff. But it can get pretty you can get pretty complicated when doing this and creating, like, I would do like almost whole pages of this to learn 1 point perspective. And if you get pretty good at stuff like this, you can eventually take like a cube like this. This is too long, but you take this and you can make a human body out of all this stuff. It is going to feel very stiff at first, though, when you do this. But yeah, you can start doing that stuff, like with the boxes too. You can turn those into heads. I can barely see. I trust that it looks okay. And this would be like technically like this, and then down like that. Ugh, I'm doing so bad right now. I am disappointed in myself. Corona time, I think. What the heck? I think I found him. He was doing perspective or anatomy. I forgot. Ooh. Let me see. I just found out Kuzo. When I still knew. Well, when you were still new to drawing 3 years ago on YouTube. Hey, I'm glad you found me. And I think a video where he draw a Fan Man Titan. Fan Man Titan. I think you might be talking about the one I did for Anime Uproar. I think you might be talking about that one. Any tips for hands? Wait, how did you guys find Kuzo? Oh, that's where that that question came from. Yeah, recommended by other YouTuber. Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know another YouTuber would recommend me. That's cool. For hands, I would say I gotta say, hands are one of the hardest things. If you're good at drawing hands, the body ends up not being as hard, in my opinion. Like, the hand has so many moving parts. But one good thing to always keep in mind is your hand is essentially a wedge, like a very slight wedge. It gets smaller towards the bottom a little bit. And then you put like a little wedge off to the side for the thumb. It's almost always like this. Not almost. It is always like this. Got the thumb. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Middle finger's always the longest finger here. And it basically does this. So from here, we got 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger. And now, just to be really simple, I'm just gonna draw up, make some tiny spaces between the fingers. And then I like to create the butt. And from there, yeah. You're gonna have to learn like the knuckles and stuff kind of maybe on your own, because I can't really go through that right now. But yeah, that is essentially the basics of a hand. And then if you know how to do basic. There are like simple ways of like how there are like general ways of where hands like lay or like sit, or how like when people draw hands doing doing stuff like where the two fingers are together. It's not always optimal, but people do this a lot. It's kind of a fun thing, a little thing there they do, and they do it a lot when it comes at you as well. It's coming at you like this. Come on, let's get here. Oh yeah, this is like the perspective version of it. You can see that I'm still doing the butt. I'm connecting, that's the thumb. I made the wedge off to the side, although I didn't like fully like, you know, rudimentary box shape. I didn't fully do that. Hello there. Good to see you. Good to see you there. Jamal Hill, what is up? But yeah, and then what? 1, 2, 3, 4. You have all the fingers there. Let's go like this. Remember, this is going to be your middle finger, so it's going to be longer. They connect like that, and then let's do that. And this finger, boom, and then your thumb. But you can kind of see like the process that I go into with how I draw the hands. That's why I like, it sounds like a very simple, like I'm like trying to tell you, oh, it's just this wedge, and then you put on like this thumb off. This thumb is kind of massive. But, and then you kind of like put the thumb off to the side. It's like, oh, wow, is it really that simple? It kind of is, but you do have to know how to like perspective and form and stuff helps you be able to do this stuff. And also learning the shapes of the fingers and stuff like that helps you long term. But generally speaking, yeah, that is the general good shape of a hand that you can work on. Let me... Oh, and kind of like from... This is a shape that I do a lot. I do that. And this is actually a quick version of, that's the wedge for the thumb. I'll do that. Then I draw the finger, the pointer finger, draw it coming down, draw the middle finger, and then everything else disappears behind it. This is a naturally chilling hand. That's how I that's how I actually do them. I just go short, basically go short, create the palm, boom. Thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, other finger, and then other finger showing up behind it. Yeah, that's like a quick version of it. Do a quick tutorial on body. I mess up a lot when I'm drawing bodies. I mean, like a basic tutorial on the body is, I don't know if I would want to do too much on it, but you want to do like the simplified shapes. But this is what I've recently been doing for my bodies, from the front at least. I do that. I put in my neck, put in a triangle here that is creating basically your shoulder muscles, and these are your actual shoulders. Boom. Simplified shapes here. Although I typically make a smaller torso than this. It's kind of a big torso. Go down with this. I've been doing just like almost like a, it's been like a bendy block that I've been kind of doing for the midsection, kind of like a fatty block. But yeah, and then I go down to what I call the underwear. Do that. And I mean, I could draw on the knees, but just for simplification, just draw some circles. You're gonna have to kind of learn how to draw the muscles and stuff. I could just use cylinders, but I decided to actually go in and do the muscles here. But and for feet, I almost always, let's say this is this part of the leg, super like simple. I typically take the heel and I put it a little bit further back, arch of the foot, and then from there we're gonna have the end of the foot, which from the bottom, if you look at it, this is the heel. Oh, you guys can't see that. From the bottom, I can't move it because my iPad will fall, so I have to do it right here. From the bottom of the foot, you're gonna be looking at, this is the heel, this is the front part of the foot. This is also kind of like a butt. It's like this essentially. This is your big toe. Well, that's not the big toe. This is where the big toe is gonna be. Big toe. I lump all these toes together because I can go and actually make those toes separately at some point. This is just the simple version. And then you have your arch, but from there, you have the whole meat of it up there. But yeah, I basically take the butt, which doing it kind of in perspective, but like I'm showing it underneath on this side. That's the big toe. Then I lump together all these toes just for simplification's sake when I'm doing this. And yeah, that's kind of how I do that. I actually break this down in like a polygon type way too, where you can go ahead and like do this. And then we can do like a middle section. And then a bigger section here. And then block. Oh, other block. It's like a, you know, I don't know. I wonder if that helps or not, but yeah, I kind of just do like this. Pull it in. Block, like nub, come in, nub. This is just for like speed's sake. I'm not really like trying to, oh, they're not even, oh my gosh, look how small those feet are. What is this? I was not paying attention. Sometimes you have to, even the legs look short. The knees should be up higher. Maybe this, oh my gosh. I wasn't looking at the whole body. See, this is proportion. I'm gonna be real, the whole top part of the body is being covered up by my phone. So I was drawing the whole bottom part of the body without looking at the top part. My goodness. Okay, let's do at least a little bit of that. Okay. I can't push it down any further. My iPad will fall off, which is what's playing the music right now. That's good enough for now. I'm not going to go down that far. But yeah, hands typically land mid-thigh, so you can do it like that. Mid-thigh. This actually probably should have gone out like that a little bit more. These aren't fully, these aren't in the same spot. That would have been fine if the person was actually standing there like this. In like a natural standing pose, you know? That would have been fine, but I was not doing that. This is supposed to be a hand pointing at you, but it's like, he's supposed to be going like, hey. Hey. That drawing better than my whole art career. Hey, nah, not Noobless. Noobless, that's a good one. I believe he has a tutorial on his other channel called Learn How to Draw Anime Hair. Something. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I have a lot of. Oh, just assume we did ballpoint earlier. Yeah, I was doing ballpoint earlier, and then I switched to pencil halfway through it. I should have. The title's a lie! Nah, but. Kuzo, did you come up with your own techniques to structure certain things for everything, or just a few things? Like, do you experiment to find shortcuts? Yeah, I do. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I came up with on my own, but people would come up with it previously. So it was basically just me coming to the same conclusion as other people, and basically doing same short. It's like I don't consider myself to have a great mind, but it almost is like that saying, "Great minds think alike." Because you come to the same conclusion, you come to the same shortcut, but you didn't create it. Someone created it before you, but you still came to the same conclusion. So you feel like you did it on your own, but someone else already created it before you. So I don't know. But yeah, yeah, you can find your own ways to do it that help you. I kind of merged other people's ways of doing things. That's for sure. Like, I have found things that worked for me. I was like, oh, you know what? I like that shape. I'm going to actually implement that into my work. And anything that helps you, that you see that helps you, yeah, go ahead. Like, take the shape. You can give them credit if you know them. Like, for example, I didn't know the whole Loomis thing when I started. Basically, what I was doing was I was telling people about the rectangular prism trying to do heads, right? And from here, the most natural thing to do for a head is to smooth out the corners, right? So then we have this weird little like thing that's smooth like this, and then down, then smooth like that, and then down, and then smooth, and it's basically like this little smooth rectangles. Just all the corners are smoothed out. And then what I came up with was just to, I was like, okay, so this is a plane on the side of the head we can go with. This is good. This is good. It's basically like a circle with the sides of the heads cut off, but actually a little bit longer than a circle because the head's kind of long. It's not an actual circle. A circle's it's too short, really. So it's kind of like this almost from the side. It's closer to that shape from directly from the side. Because if you look at the skull, that's it right there. That's your head. You literally get a freaking boom. You got a head right there. So that's why I don't like when people will be like, oh, it's just a circle, and then you cut off the sides. I don't think it's long enough. But so I started doing that, and I would cut my thing like that, and then what I would do for the side of the face, because this represents your eye socket from the skull, I'll go up, and I would turn that into the circle, and it goes down to the chin. And this is your cheekbone right here. That's like the tip of the cheekbone. And what's crazy about this is if you actually do this from the front, there's actually reasons why I do it like this. It's not just because it helps me, but come on. Can you like go straight hand? I need to eat food. Oh, that's another thing. I've only eaten one thing today. This is what happens. I forget to eat all the time. No wonder I feel like this. Okay, so let's do, boom. This is your eyebrow ridge. Now, this is your sockets, right? boom, these are the sides here, with technically your temple up there, right? And then this is your cheekbone, the ridge, and then it goes down. This is your chin. It kind of like does this at the bottom because it's actually going down. This is gonna start being shaded if there's shades. Now, the reason why I really like this actually goes into my full-on face plane breakdown as well. This is how I break down the planes on the face. I do 3 things here. This is way too small. I should have made this bigger. See, it's as big as my finger. I should have made this way bigger, like at least this big on the, like, come on. I could have showed you. I'm not going to do the full breakdown because it's just too small. So it's not really going to matter for you guys. But let's put the nose in. So now, if we have light coming from above, right, these literally get shaded in. It's when the plane of your face actually starts changing there. It's not that drastic what I did there, but that's part of it. Now, if it's coming from above, we're gonna have to shade the bottom of the nose. Here's the lips, right? Now, the top lip basically becomes black. Well, if we're just doing like a really simplified, like almost black and white kind of stuff, then you're gonna have like a shade right here because of the eyebrow ridge. It's gonna be shaded there as well. It's gonna be shaded underneath the eye because of the bottom eyelid. And this is stuff like, if you start looking up like realistic head breakdowns, they have very similar ways of breaking it down. And this creates planes to a face, basically. I don't know. That's why I like that. There's other like lighting directions that it helps with as well. I don't know. That's one reason why I liked it. It helped me break down like planes on the face easier when it comes to like straight paintings. I'm sure you guys have seen values in paintings where they basically have like a carved out almost side cheekbone stuff here. But yeah, Alien. Y'all, I'm back. What did I miss? Kuzo, I missed this stream, bro. Hey, what's up, Moody? How do you forget to eat? Oh, because I ate one thing and then I decided to have coffee and then stream. I ate, okay, I ate a banana and a tiny bit of applesauce when I woke up, and then I ate something at noon, and then I haven't eaten since, so I'm probably gonna, all right, well, to be honest, this is probably gonna be the end of the stream. I'll try to have my next stream a little bit more structured and a bit more fun. But yeah, now that I know that the phone stream actually has some decent quality to it, I will probably be, probably be streaming a little bit more. So anyways, hopefully you guys had a good day or night wherever you guys live. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm glad we had like 90 to 80 people for most of the stream. And thank you guys for chillaxing with me. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day or night. Peace out.